Hey guys, it's Diana again. Art by Diana Myers, Diana Myers on Facebook.com and the Artsy Rose Shop. And today I'm going to do a couple more flower paintings, only because it was the easiest thing to do. And I still got those little flowers from yesterday. I got a wood plaque that someone gave me. I'm going to work on that. I think I'm going to do the same type of flowers on a little piece of canvas and this wood plaque, only because it's something I could sell at that antique place. I'm hoping that works out. I haven't really heard anything about prices, but she says I'm in, so I'm going to contact them, get an idea how much space I got. Anyways, guys, I'm going to put this on my new video thing here, and we're going to play. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to do some gesso on this little wood board, just to kind of see what happens. Hey, Kathy Joe girl. I spent all day on that ebook and still can't get it through. Turns out you can only do so many pages at a time without a link or something, so I'm still working on it. But I've been having fun with it. I got you guys a little schedule put together for you guys, the inner circle. Got all kinds of good stuff in there for you guys. All kinds of good stuff. It's just a path that we're going to all take together, so I'm learning too, but that's tomorrow night. So tonight we're gonna, I still got my little flowers. Been beautiful out here, but I ain't been out much. I want to get this done. My sister's pool's open, so I want to swim. So I'm gonna do a little gesso. I got this wood from Jim's friend there. Hey Judy. And I'm going to just, I got gesso. I'm gonna try gesso just to give it like a little, I don't know, a little wilder, thicker look, you know, how I like that look. I might do a little palette knife, a little, same thing, the same thing I did last night, but on this little wood palette. And then I got a little piece of canvas I haven't opened up, small one. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put it right down, you can watch me put the gesso on. Now, gesso's a funny thing, you know. You can do a lot of things with it. I've actually mixed it in with my paint. I've actually mixed paint in it. You could buy different colors. If you get a black, it won't get as black. You gotta buy the black. It ends up being gray, which is the thing you gotta worry about. Now you can put it on a bunch of layers and sand each layer so it's nice and smooth, which you might do on a canvas, which is kind of what canvas is. You know, what you buy in the store has already done that to it. Now some people automatically gesso their new one. I don't, unless it's something real fancy. Now when I'm doing something wild, I kind of do this bit. I put it on all over, you know, I just kind of wildly put it on. Now, sometimes I got a couple paintings people like that I did like a moon. I did the moon like this. You know, I let it dry like this. Did my moon. And then I kind of just did little swirls in it. Then over in this corner, I had this one, it's called Moon Roses. It's still for sale. And over in this corner, I did like little roses. I started them. I get the shape all perfect and messed around with it. You can do that with a lot of stuff. I did a huge one with roses. I did the roses in the white stucco first. I could have colored it. I thought about it later, but I didn't do that. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, it'll dry just like that too. See, I like some of the background shown on this, so we're just gonna leave this. I'm gonna let this dry while I work on the canvas. Like I said, you can mix this in. Like if you got, this is kind of a cheap one. I couldn't find my other one. It's over there. It's buried. The Liquitex one. But this is just a generic one that I get from because I get a lot of it. Because I use a lot of gesso with the palette knives. So like I said, you can mix it in with your gesso to thicken it up. But you gotta be careful how much. If you do too much, it changes the color. That's why I use this with my palette knives, because it's clear. It's acrylic medium, but it's like a clear gel, so it doesn't change the color of the paint. Alright, so I'm going to kind of let this dry. Somewhere, if I could find some room. No room nowhere. Alright, I'll get this little canvas out. I don't know what it is. Time I say I got no canvas, I find some. I did that one I did yesterday. I did that on an old painting from a class. I know I got a couple more here somewhere, but I didn't feel like I've been so busy doing paperwork, putting a class together for those flamingos for a little money. Yeah, and then doing the ebook thing, and I don't know, I have to do this flight path, success path. It's basically what the ebook is for the what I'm taking classes for, and I just haven't got it finished. So, all right, so let's do it this way. That's like sketching a little shape. I didn't wash these brushes. Don't judge. I'm busy. A little lazy too. 2 days I didn't do nothing but work in the garden. It was great. Mostly yesterday morning, I just worked on my classes. They gave us a week off, but I was behind. So, but I'm a little farther ahead than most people. I got the flight path done. I made my statement about what I'm going to teach and how I'm going to do it. Okay. So, let's do this a little bit. Same thing. Anybody who takes my class knows that we always sketch out a little bit with paint or a pencil. We're kind of making decisions is all we're doing. We're just making decisions. So that thing's a little more square, so I'm going to kind of... You can change it too, you know. You just put a little bit of paint on. You can go over the top of it. What do you say we try a blue background today? That's just for fun. Lightish, bluish. I'm just grabbing whatever I got in the palette here. And doesn't have to be the same. I've been missing doing my flowers, boy. I'm missing it. Well, these classes are done, and that's it forever, for a while. Middle of June, around June 15th. And then I am going to... I got to start implementing what I've learned. You know, there's a lot of stuff I can do now that I know. Just kind of, I got to use it. And I don't know. I'm going to figure it out when I get there. Yeah, there's like one up in here, so we kind of moved on me a little bit. You get the idea. And I think I'm going to try like a blue background just for something different. Oh, I was looking for my tea. It's over there. I got a root beer. I have gotten so fat. I'm so disgusted with myself. It was a bad year, but now it's just I'm addicted. Okay. What do I want to do? I want paper towels as well. I lose some poundage. Of course, you know, I always went to the pool. Close every pool. Had a sick husband, sick kids. So, I'm an emotional eater. So, you know, that's what happens. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use a little violet in there. Just violet in the flowers. Be interesting, right? Use a lot of white. I got a big 1-inch brush here. I'm just going to put some color on. That's ultramarine blue. A little bit of this purple, I don't know what kind, it's like a generic purple. And some white, a little ultramarine, a lot of white, a little of that purple. You guys see that? Can you see that? Yeah, okay. All right. How you feeling, Judy? Judy's been sick quite a while. Hey, Mila girl. Oh, I got my new thing. It's like I'm not used to it. Who's on here? Kathy Jo, Judy. Yeah, I know. I got a bunch of stuff we're gonna talk about tomorrow night. Nothing bad, all good stuff. Working on it. Still want to do some stuff on that site, but I have to have enough content, you know. I'm working on that content. The one girl says she's been spending like days just doing, you know, how I do it on my other thing. There's nobody on it, my other site. So, ooh, that one's a little more purpley. I like that one better. Just haven't gotten to it. I gotta find a day when there isn't something going on. Nice and quiet. My dog barks at if the fly's on his nose, he's barking. I mean, I could stop and start back up, but I got some, I haven't done it. On my YouTube, I put some on there, but they weren't edited. But that's a whole nother, I haven't even got to it. It's another whole little thing to teach the classes and see what we got for content and just go with the flow for now. A few of them freaked out. They didn't have anything ready. I says, well, I got some stuff ready. I mean, you know, they just got all excited and they heard about money. Supposed to be doing another soft launch, but I might put it off. The woman that runs this company has one theory. Then some of the ambassadors, I get another theory. And then the guy that I'm taking this class with, who's like a multi-billionaire, he's saying put it off for 2 months. You know, I don't want to overdo it. I want time to get my site ready. And, you know, like I said, I have my plan for the classes. And, you know, so now after I went and told everybody, I'm like, well, I just got the message about, half an hour ago. I was like, son of a gun, make up my mind. I want to do it the way it's supposed to be done, you know. But I think it's more gut instinct because I'm hearing people, you're doing all different things, and I don't know. I just want to keep my people, you know, keep them happy. Have enough to do business, though, too. You're going to have both. This is kind of pretty, ain't it? Kind of pretty. It's a pretty bluish color. I don't know where I got that paint from. It's kind of pretty. Doing the sides. Maybe I'll do the flowers more white. Okay, I'll do more white. Maybe we'll do these with the palette knife too. Let's darken this side up a little bit right here, just so it's... Now I always darken one side up a little bit. You'll find I do a lot of this stuff. You know, sometimes I vary, but I do a lot of my stuff the same way. It's more a habit, but it's what looks good. You know, it pleases the eye, you know. Even if it's just slightly darker, you know, than this side, it makes a big difference. And you know, somewhere, once I get done, I'll figure out where I want it in shadow, unless I don't want it in shadow. But usually, you know, you're going to have something cast from here and there, too. And then you have, like, what they call it. I call it a double cast shadow, but that's like a shadow from a shadow. You know what I mean? Like, if light's coming in through the window and it hits a jar, that's your first point of light. And that light reflects onto your wall. And then that light will reflect onto the rest of the room, or part of the room. So that's what I talk about. It's not just one reflection, it could be many. The same thing applies to shadows. There's usually a shadow behind the light. So if you had a real strong thing of light, in order to make that look really light, you have to have darkness next to it, or it wouldn't show up, the whole room would be lit up. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't there, the room would be dark. So you got this dark next to it, if that makes any sense to you guys. All right. See what I mean about looking at stuff? Okay, let's see. That's what it does. You look at it, it's what happens. Yeah, Helen Van Wyck, if you like, she talks about stuff like that, if you ever watch her stuff. Okay, can you see that? I think you can see that. This thing adjusts pretty good, but it's so stiff. Okay. So I think I'm going to do a little palette knife with the white. And I'm going to grab my favorite one if I can. There it is. With the pointy point. You see it? And let me see. I want it more white. But I think I'm going to do this lighter green and white underneath it. Green and white, dark to light, dark to light. And then I'm going to add just a touch of, maybe I'll do this yellow ochre instead of the regular yellow. Give a nice look here. I'm gonna do this phthalo green instead of that bright green. It's dark. Yeah. Just a little bit. So what I use a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a touch of white over here. That kind of darkens it up. I don't want it too dark, because I kind of want to do this on the white side. Just a little light up a little bit more. More on the whiter side. Whoops. Got too far down. I went just a tip. So what you guys all doing? How's the weather where you are? It's like 85 here today. I just went and ran errands. Did a few things in the yard. Watered some of the plants. My husband's supposed to water them in a few minutes for me. You can see he misses half of them, but I'll go out there and check them. Did that ebook half the day. Took me like... I had all the notes on it in my notebook. And I had the ideas I already put out because I was going to have that ebook done a while ago. So it was all done, basically, except for I had to make a path, a decision on how I was going to kind of teach you guys. It's nothing fancy, you know. But I came up with the plan. It's not like something you would get in high school, though. It's more like Diana style. So it's pretty cool, actually. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'll turn it into them. They'll like it that I came up with a plan. And quoted a poet. Pretty cool stuff. Something I always loved. So I got that done. That was a project. Took about 4 hours to just type it all in on that Canva. That when I make all those fancy ads, I use Canva. You guys ever heard of Canva? People use them all the time. He had to go get a treatment this morning, so I got up at crack of dawn. I hate getting up early, God. So I took him up. See how I didn't wipe it off right. I took him up to the VA and got his treatment today. Took him over and got his fishing license. He can't see real good, but he buys a special line that he uses. I don't always go fishing with him, but I don't know, I'm debating. Usually I just end up painting or something, but you know, you can lose your license, driver's license even. They'll come tow your car if you don't have a license on you. Sometimes I have, well, most of the time I have to untangle them. Part of my job. All right, a little more yellow. A little darker green right here. I'm going to just put a splat of green right there. We're going to have a lot of white over the top of this, so I'm just putting in some color. Everybody, whoa, what the hell is that? My lights just went out. The whole, everything. Everything, guys. We just lost power. Can you see this? Wait a minute. I got one of those little ring lights. Everybody's got their air conditioning on. Oh, there it goes. It's back on now. It's back on. Hey, this little thing's gonna come in here. Did your lights go out in there? He's probably sleeping. Alright, just for like a second they went out. Hey Henry, welcome. So anyways, I'm just a-painting this a-painting. We're doing a little palette knife tonight. That was scared the heck out of me. Got a couple different greens in here. Oh, that's my, I got one of those Wi-Fi fancy copying machine scanners. Just went back on. Singing to me. You think about if somebody came here like from the 1800s, they'd think this was magic. Wouldn't they think this was magic? They would.